My name's Steve. I play guitars, keyboards, and backup vocals.
My name's Steven and I just do vocals.
Tyler, bass and backing vocals.
I'm Josh and I play the drums.
I'm Garrett and I play guitar. We are Open Air.
Well, we're kind of from all over the place. Like, I went to high school with Steven and Garrett, but Garrett didn't join the band until later. So we had an earlier band where Steven played bass, I played drums, and we had another guitarist. And through him, actually, we found out who Steve was, because that band didn't work out so well. So we kind of parted ways for a bit, and then he ended up texting me and said he had a guitarist, no drummer, so he wanted to get me involved in the band. And at the time, I'd been working with Tyler. So I was like, hey, I got two guys that play guitar. I'm a drummer, you want to play bass? So we kind of had that set up, but we didn't have a singer. While all this was going on, Steven was in a Def Leppard cover band playing bass and singing. So that's where he kind of got to start in singing. So from that, we're just like, sure, screw it, let's put him on vocals. And from there, that's where we started as Open Air. And we had a thing going on. It was more like AC/DC screamo kind of stuff. And later on we kind of phased that stuff out, and we actually had a falling out with our old guitarist, so we parted ways with him, and we were probably without one for, I'd say, maximum like 2-3 weeks, until this guy I worked with that was also friends with Garrett gave me his phone number. I texted him, and the rest is history. We're here making sexy music.
So the name Open Air comes from well, it's kind of a long tale as well, but so we're driving around. Was it downtown by MCC Studios? So just on 17th. So we're driving around and we see a homeless guy taking a leak on a shelter, and Josh spotted him and said, "Look, Open Air," and then we said, "Look, Open Air. What does that even mean?" And then the name kind of came from that, and then we had to play an open mic show. And we had to come up with a name. We were like, how about Open Air? That was pretty cool. And then after that, people were talking about us at different music stores around Calgary. So we had to keep it because people knew who we were now. So it's just the way it came about.
We all come from very different places, actually. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of the same kind of bands that we all listen to, like Led Zeppelin and all like 70s kind of classic rock. And then we all have like our own completely individual styles too, which I think kind of lend themselves well to like what Open Air ends up sounding like, because you get the blend of all the different styles into one mess that is Open Air.